Hello, my subscribers and my subscribers to be. Thank you once again for tuning in to Real News Talk Show. Yes. This is Real News Talk Show, and today, right now, I'm going to talk about the Virginia doctor who received 40 years for prescribing over 500,000 opiate doses from his practice. 500,000, you guys. His name is Dr. Joel Smithers, and he was only 36 years old. He was sentenced in the U.S. District Court in Abington, and he had faced originally 20 years to a maximum life sentence. However, he received 40 years in prison. That's why a lot of people go to pharmacy school, but that can be a very tricky situation because of the fact that many people oftentimes are going to say they need this, they need that, and doctors have to protect themselves. You know what I'm saying? People get addicted on this stuff and they go in these offices, they want this, they want that, and drugs is something else. But Dr. Joel Smithers, he was sentenced today. Thank God he didn't get life, just in case he didn't do it out of spite. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really knows. But he was sentenced in May with over 800 counts, and it was of oxycodone and this examorphine or whatever this is. And one lady she died from it. It caused the death of a woman in West Virginia. Maybe that caught the attention of the investigators because of the death of this woman in Virginia. And they said that he was prescribing it to patients from Virginia, Kentucky, West Virginia, Ohio, Tennessee. And he did this from 2015 to 2017. And he was just based in a little town. You know, when you're a doctor and you're in a small town, you know how many people are going to come after you? And they know they can get drugs. He was in a small town with no more than, 13,000 people? You're in a small town and you only have 13,000 people, but you're going to prescribe over 500,000 prescriptions for medication. I mean, that just does not add up. And so it did look like it was something to the story because of the fact you in a town, 13,000 people, and then all these other people coming from all these other places because they probably heard, oh, you can get them from Dr. Smithers. You know what I'm saying? Because like they say, patients from Virginia, Kentucky, West Virginia, Ohio, Tennessee, from 2015 to 2017, that many prescriptions for 2 years, my Lord. And so the thing of it is that he had people that was for him, and like a lot of the people said that they actually liked him. They really liked him. And this stuff has gotten serious because it was over like 300,000 people that died from oxycodone and all of these prescribed medications, pain pills. And oftentimes people, like I said, they come in the doctor's office, oh, I got pain in my back, I got pain in my butt. That's a tricky situation for a doctor. But when you prescribe that many, you could tell them to go to somewhere else. Don't come to me. Go somewhere else and get it, because I'm not going to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why people that really need it can't get it, because of all these people that don't need it, and because of all the doctors that are prescribing it for the people that don't need it. And so what happened, people that received it, they were paying like cash. I think they say he received over $700,000 in cash and credit cards. It just did not add up, you guys. It just didn't add up. So he was saying that he told them that, look, people came to me, they said they needed it. He said they deceived me. You know, he was deceived by the patients, and the patients just loved him. They said, we really did need it. We really did need it. So evidently they couldn't prove that all of the people that he prescribed those medications to really needed it. They probably checked into the background of the people that he prescribed them to, and they probably didn't see a history that these people actually had some type of problem, such as a back problem, a leg problem, or some type of injury where they needed it. Because they must have checked into all that in order for him to get 40 years. 40 years? Ooh, that's a lot. And but the thing of it is, he's 36 years old, so he'll probably do half of that, do 20 years. So he'll still have some time with his life. And he had a wife and kids. He had a family, you guys. And he was out of, I think it was Greensboro, was it North Carolina? Yeah. He was out of, Greensboro, North Carolina. That is really, really something else. 40 years a doctor for prescribing medications to people that came in and said, I need it. See, oftentimes doctors go by what people tell them, and they don't check the records of the people because they don't feel that they have to. They feel like if this person comes to me and they say they need it, his problem was at 500,000, you guys. That was too much. I mean, his wife should have even told him, look, I know you're the doctor. I'm just your wife. People are going to come to you. You got crackheads. And I think they said he prescribed it to people in his practice. I don't know if people that work there, if they meant people that work there, or if he just prescribed it to people that came in there. I'm not sure. But 500,000 of them within a 2-year period. Prescriptions. Wow. 500,000 doses from his practice. That's a bit much. So the 20 years, he could do 20 years and get out and he'll still be a young man. And but he's going to appeal that. Maybe when he appeal it, because he is a doctor and because some of those people probably some of those people probably did lie to him and say they were sick. And oftentimes doctors are so busy they really don't check into that stuff. I know a young lady and she's a pharmacist, and I told her, I said, why don't you open up your pharmacy? She said, oh no. Because you know why? They get robbed. People come in and from doctors like him with prescriptions. Sometimes doctors and them have connections. They get watched. People just don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to be bothered with nothing with drugs. Yeah, because I know a girl like that, and she was like, oh no. And I told her, I said, you're a pharmacist. I said, girl, you can, And then I know other pharmacists that are just, professional pharmacists, and they have to go by the rule. You have to go by the rule because people will try to get you in trouble, saying this, saying that, saying this, saying that. But a pharmacist, normally they have to fill the prescription, because if this doctor like this doctor here, Joel Smithers, if this doctor writes out a prescription and gives it to a person, they're going to go to a pharmacist to fill it. So it's not on the pharmacist, because the pharmacist, they're actually just filling the prescription that the doctor has given the patient. Now, how do the pharmacists know that is not a legitimate situation? They don't know. The only thing about the pharmacists, they just have to watch out for getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? For getting robbed and somebody actually trying to come in and steal the drugs, or people that work for them steal the drugs or something like that. But they have nothing to do with the doctor writing out the prescriptions. But if I was a doctor, and where this man made a mistake, he's in a small town. His place is in a small town with only 13,000 people. Everybody know Dr. Smithers in that little town. You big stuff in that town. You're like a drug kingpin. You in a small town with 13,000 people, and you're going to write a prescription for 500,000 people? Oh my God. Even though those people did come from all those different other places. Virginia, Kentucky, West Virginia, Ohio, Tennessee, all these various places. The reason those people went to that doctor, because they heard that he was easy with writing out prescriptions, and the word gets around. For people that's on drugs, the word gets around, and if one person hear about it, they're going to tell another person about it, and the other person going to tell somebody else, and it's going to get to another state because they're going to get on the phone and say, "Oh, Dr. Sanders, he'll write your prescription. Oh yeah, he'll write your prescription. He's young, he's cool. Oh yeah, he'll write you." And guess who gets in trouble? The doctor, like Dr. Smithers. So my heart do go out to his family, and it goes out to the people that were legitimate, because I'm quite sure there were some people that, and it could have been most people that was legitimate. But the fact still remains there were many more that wasn't. And he gave out 500,000. And that's why they're not supposed to write out. They don't write out those prescriptions anymore, like if you have pain. Because I remember I had pain, severe pain, and my doctor said, "Oh no, we don't do that." So they tell you to get some Motrin over the counter, get you some Motrin, and go home and go to bed. They're not trying to do that. Too many people have died, and like they said, over 300,000 people have died from those opiates. So we want to keep people in the world. We gotta do the right thing, and the doctors have to do the right thing as well. So with that, you guys, I'm going to end my show. So what do you think? Do you think he's going to get an appeal on this? I really think he should. And the reason why, because like I said, people will set you up. A lot of these people probably did have pain, and he went by what they said. They deceived him on some of them. On some of them. So even if he did go to prison, I think they should probably look further into these people and find out who really was sick and who wasn't. You see what I'm saying? Or who really had the pain. Just look at their records, look at their background. And he possibly will get an appeal and maybe perhaps get his sentence cut, hopefully for him, from 40 to 20. And then he can do 10. And then he'll only be like in his 40s. He'll still have time to spend with his family, so that hopefully his wife won't leave him. You know what I'm saying? And that will really shake him up. And I know he can't practice anymore, so that's over. That is over. He'll have to find another career. So they did say a lot of people stuck up for him, and they did say that we really did need him. We really did need him. And this is why my mother said trouble is easy to get into and hell to get out of. It doesn't matter who you are, how much money you got, what kind of title you got. All of that does not matter if you are doing the wrong thing. That's what I tell people. I wouldn't care how much money you got. It doesn't mean anything, because what goes up can come down. Look at this doctor. Look at this doctor. They said he got $700,000 in cash and charge cards from his practice. So we just gotta pray that he do get the appeal, and pray that the sick people can get their medicine somewhere else. But the drug heads, they could have gotten him in trouble. You know, there are people that just probably kept coming to him and coming to him and coming to him and coming to him. And he could have just been a nice person and wrote those people those prescriptions that didn't need them. And that's where he messed up at. Trouble is easy to get into, you guys, and hell to get out of. And he messed up by writing those prescriptions to people that didn't need them, because they deceived him and told him they did. He had to say no. You have to say no. You have to say no. And that's why my doctor, I had a broken ankle at one time, and no. Even if my ankle bothers me to this day, I'm not trying to get no pain medicine. I'm going to get me some Motrin or over-the-counter medicine, and it'll pass, because that stuff is killing people. And like they said, it was a lady that died. I think it could have been stemmed from him. It could have stemmed from his medications. Maybe he overgave them too many. It could have been from his office that this lady died. And it had to be for them to start investigating. Or somebody probably did a lawsuit or something on him. And it said, he had over 800 counts of oxycodone and oxymorphine or something like that. And it caused the death of a West Virginia woman. So if she was in West Virginia, you know she probably went to him. But anyway, you guys, please click like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be coming back with more commentary. But just don't forget to click subscribe so that I can. This doctor, 40 years for, oh my God, prescribing over 500,000. 500,000, you guys. Oh my God. Okay, click like, share, and subscribe. And I gotta go. Bye.